Hey, Coach, good to see you, at least on my side.
Hi, Tootie.
So when you first got here, you had Elena Beard and two-time defensive player of the year, and now you have Brittney Sykes kind of vying for that position as well, that award as well. So do you see similarities in the way they play defense, both at the guard position?
Man, it's hard to compare, in terms of AB. She was gifted defensively. I think that, I think the similarities are just in the mindset that, players that are willing to, sacrifice themselves to just do everything they possibly can to help us stop the opponent. It's a lot of players aren't wired that way. So, I think the similarities are, just in that regard, that defense is the way that they choose night in and night out to positively impact their team and change the game for their teammates. And it takes, special people to do that. So we're fortunate to, to have Brittney, willing to make that type of commitment.
And with the exception of Elena, post players have really dominated that Defensive Player of the Year award for the last 15-ish years of the WNBA. So what challenges do guards specifically face when to be considered like elite defenders?
Well, I think a lot of awards are based on, stats and numbers. And I think bigs, typically in terms of rebounding, shot blocking, those numbers are more easily, able to be tangible, and people can say, look at how many shots that she blocks, look at how many rebounds per game that she gets. Perimeter defense sometimes is, a little more nuanced in how you impact your team defensively. A lot of people look at steals per game as a barometer, and that doesn't always necessarily tell the story, just because a player gets, a couple steals per game. So I think perimeter players, just kind of struggle to have the stats that jump out unless you average a high number of steals. That's kind of the only thing perimeter players get credit for in terms of defense. But now that we're taking a little bit more of an analytical look at the game, and we're measuring defensive rating and win shares and other categories that, we can point to as a player having impact on the defense and on their team success. Hopefully that'll help for players at every position to have a chance to win the award.
Miriam Swanson.
Hey, Coach. Hey, I want to ask about Erika, and obviously you've talked about this season sort of being, a process and part of an evolution for this group, and it's had its fair share of challenges. But Erika strikes me as somebody who sort of relishes challenges in general. I wonder how beneficial just having her and her personality and her person on this team this season has been for you guys.
Yeah, I think it's been great. Like, she's, been learning how to, lead on a new team, a new organization, completely different set of circumstances, coming into the season with strong, personalities and leaders like Nneka and Shanae and Christy. And all of a sudden, she found herself, being the only one of those four out there for long stretches of time. So, I think she's developed and matured in a lot of ways as a leader and as someone that, we can rely on every night. She's trying to give her best. She's improved defensively. I think her voice has gotten stronger and her teammates respect, what she's trying to get accomplished out there on the court. So, I think she, has plenty of room to continue to grow and improve and get better as a player. And, she's already really good now. So, we're lucky to have her. And, we're hoping that, with her first time being back here in Indiana, that, things can go well for us and the fans that are able to come out, show the love for her that she deserves.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Looks like that's all. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thanks, everybody.